to be territory across the 40.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
McCarron on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down now after the pass completion. Now here's McCarron again. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go.
McCarron going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Walford. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
McCarron to throw once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Point after try forthcoming. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
The play clock's running down, and they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
That's caught at the 3. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, now for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now A.J. McCarron and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Here we go. Blue line it.
On second down, here's McCarron. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. McCarron from the gun on third. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10, here's A.J. McCarron surveying the field. Brought in by Walford, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now here's McCarron again. Finding time. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Luck now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He's got time. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, the spin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. Player spotlight time, and that player spotlight is shining on A.J. McCarron. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Late in the first quarter, they're going to come away with another sack here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. First and 10. The catch is made after a quick pass, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 20. Continuing on the drive. Colts have it at the 9. Andrew Luck connects on a pass into coverage. And they cap off the drive with the score. The lead now at 6. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to Lucas Oil Stadium for the start of the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll run it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Locke. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now here's McCarron on third. And that's complete to Walford. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
McCarron going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 76 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Pass interference. Offense.
Flag comes in here for pass interference, but not on the defense, Charles. This is on the offense.
Occasionally, these officials will look out and watch and see that the offensive player can make a mistake.
To throw is Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On second down, here's McCarron. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On third and long, it's McCarron looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Detroit! Detroit!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Let's go! Blue landed.
McCarron going to try and throw on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
Throwing now is McCarron. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And again, it's McCarron. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. McCarron on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play, maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there, and you just put...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big-bodied receiver. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. As we get set for the 4th quarter. McCarron will look to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 1st and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. And his pass incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Plenty of credit to the defense for not giving up the 1st down. But offensive coaches will tell their receivers, you've got to know where the sticks are. Run your routes deep enough in order for us to pick that up.
And this one is right down Broadway. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now, they were going draw play there. The defense wasn't fooled. They sniffed it out.
I think they're going to have to go back and take a few more acting classes because that's what a lot of that is. You've got to influence them to think that it's going to be a pass play and have them drop out and maybe the defensive front coming forward and find yourself some space. In this case, no one was fooled and ended up spilling that play pretty well. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Throwing is Luck. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Luck on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And the Colts are going to have a 1st. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
On the draw, this is West. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
3rd and long. It's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brandon, as long as we've been covering this league, every time we see a receiver that does not have a big-time game, you know that's a long week for everyone around them. And, boy, it's paid off for him this week. He is prepared, locked in, and demanding the football and getting it.
He told you that pregame that he was ready. I wasn't there. I was standing alongside talking to his teammate, but he said he was ready. It's shown.
My favorite part is he was telling me he was ready while he kept pacing in front of me. I mean, he's like a thoroughbred just out of the gates. And what he's done this week is found the ball early, meaning just get it to me and let me make plays, and that's exactly what he's done.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's McCarron. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they get 3rd and short.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. Quite the uptick here from last week as the numbers show. I guess if you're a coordinator with how much you base your offense around a guy like this, do you say this week, we're going to get him involved early, we have to?
No doubt about it. You know, a lot of guys script their plays to start out. I think in their script, out of the first
Just
5
wrote his
plays,
name on there.
4 of them were right to him. Get him the football, get him involved early. That'll help the overall offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and
Luck. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
Now Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
Luck now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball, but bottom line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Back to throw. McCarron. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now, all right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now it's Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Colts going on 4th. It's Luck. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is...
Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Colts are winners.